Hey guys, Travis here at the CLG house with Mr. Hotshot, Mr. George Georgelitis, now esports personality, philanthropist, billionaire, something like that. All that is Zuby money. No, so I did that interview with you, that written interview. Everybody wanted it to be a video interview because they were hoping you would cry. So can you start crying in this interview for me, please?
Yeah, I'm definitely crying right now.
Yeah.
You can see the tears running down my face. I'm just so good at acting.
So, the you're just so good at acting with that nice little monotone thing. Uh, we got here. It's about 11 o'clock, and Kelby had to knock on your door to wake you up a ton. So I can tell you've been very active since you've stepped down as a starter. What amazing, wonderful adventures have you gone on since you have all this free time now?
Well, Bronzy the bear just takes you places you've never been before, and they're very interesting places. They require you to stay up all hours of the night.
So I hear you've been leveling a Smurf and playing ADTF and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably the best ADTF in the world right now.
I know there's a huge group of ADTFs, so I know that's probably high praise for yourself.
It's definitely a challenge.
Speaking of challenge, you gonna start up that challenger team yet?
Like I talked to a few people and I was like, I don't know, this guy. I'm not even sure if I want to play on the challenger team or just coach it.
Yeah.
Personally, like, I think that like there's so many talented players that are capable if they have the right direction, and there's like literally no talented coaches or people to even direct. Like Marn had the problem where they're like, well, we don't really have a leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they get confused, they do the wrong champion picks, and I think that's what ultimately led to their downfall.
So you have to decide. Well, you could be a leader on the team.
I mean, it's hard to give a proper um, proper response to your teammates, or it's harder to respond. It's harder to talk to your team when you're like a teammate rather than like someone from outside the box and just watching from like behind them, and like they'll respect you more and they'll listen to you more that way.
So when I first found out about this and also about your suggestion or possible forming of a challenger team, I recommended to you that you form Hotshot and the GGs, which would be you and four women, girl players, and you could push for the first professional women League of Legends players. So how far down on the planning process is that current project? Yeah. All right. Well, so I guess that's the answer.
That was a bit more of your dream than mine.
Are you sure? I mean, I felt like we were both really jamming on that idea. That CLG brand.
I just won't admit it.
All right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. You're like, I really, really want to do that, but Kelby won't let me. So, I saw about 50 HotshotGG tribute videos. What was it like seeing just the community's reaction to the news?
Honestly, like some of the threads that people made, like there's the one appreciation thread, and I actually got like really emotional. I got like kind of sad. It was a little bittersweet just because it's like everybody's like, "Rip, you died."
Yeah.
Pieces, but there's also that part that like there's so many people there like appreciating you, and like it's been a long ride for me throughout like my whole career in League of Legends. So um yeah, I just appreciate everyone that really supported me and said really good things about me.
Was there a moment when you were reading that you were sad? You're like, all right, Nian, you're back out. I'm back in again. I can't do this.
I mean, that'll only happen if Nian and Gigi don't shape up, but we'll see. Like, please, for the love of God, don't suck.
Yeah. Please don't burn this team to the ground.
Yes. That's basically where I'm at right now.
There was a lot of talk about how long it took for this, because there was a lot of people that felt as though you should have left earlier. There's still people that think you shouldn't have left. So what was the process like for all this? Was it over the course of the season, or how did this come about?
Actually, to be honest, it wasn't throughout the course. Okay, so I had this idea in my head for quite a long time, especially since the beginning of streaming. Like, I was being so successful streaming that like everybody goes through this process where they're like, do I want to be a competitive player or do I want to stream?
Yeah.
Right? And that goes back and forth through your head. Like if you fail as a professional player, then you'll like earn almost nothing.
Right.
But if you fail as a streamer, it's not a big deal. Like
Right.
you'll still have your viewers. At the end of the day, it's more reliable, and so I always had that at the back of my head and stuff like that. Um, but as I progressed throughout my career, I kind of fell in love with the game, and I fell in love with like playing competitively. And to me, it wasn't about the money, so that kind of got pushed away. When we went to Korea, like I really enjoyed my time in Korea, and I really enjoyed the experience. But coming back, there's a bunch of things that came with that. Like it took a toll on the organization, it took a toll on the team, it took a toll on everything. And at that point, I was like, had I been back home, potentially doing my own thing, maybe I could have avoided a lot of this.
And then of course you had the split come up or whatever. So you wanted to try the LCS and see what was that for this year.
Yeah, of course.
So, I've seen the tribute videos. I've seen all this stuff, and everybody's like, "Well, you're dead," but you're not dead because you're going to do a bunch of stuff. So do you have any teasers or anything that you are thinking about doing right now, or are you just sort of taking a mini vacation before you launch back up again?
Well, it's not really a mini vacation. Usually, I'm propelled by something. Like the way I succeed is I have to feel things out, and I have to feel what I'm good at, and I have to feel what I enjoy doing. Because if I don't enjoy doing something and I try to commit to it beforehand, it won't turn out good, right? So I'm gonna put my feelers out. Definitely the business side. I'll definitely take care of that. But outside of that, I'll try a little bit streaming all the time. I'll try a little bit coaching. I'll try a little bit of playing, and then I'll just decide what I really want to do.
Is it somewhat just like relieving to not have to worry about a lot of stuff and to sort of have like all these options open to you for the first time in quite a while?
Yeah, it's really relieving. It's like I want to say it's like a blessing and it's a curse to be a player. It's a blessing because obviously you get to travel all over the world, play professionally, and do what you love. But at the same time, like the pressure that comes with it, the training schedule that comes with it, the responsibilities. It's just you live day by day. It's a really, really tough life, in my opinion.
Are you crying yet?
I'm definitely crying right now.
Yeah, exactly. If we could just get some water, splashed on him, that would be great. Yeah, exactly. Some onions. Yeah, I mean, now you've got this new lineup, right? You've got GG coming back, Nien on the team. How excited are you for seeing what your team can pull off this season?
I'm excited on how they'll do it. I can see them doing really well later in the season, but my biggest concern and how, like, I'm excited to see how everything will pan out at the very start, because they haven't even played a game yet, and I want them to scrim like ASAP because I want to see how this is gonna happen, and I also want them to succeed. So, more practice, the faster they practice would be, really good.
And they start streaming in just a couple hours, I think, 2:00. That's what I hear. So, are you looking? Yeah. Oh, really? I guess you haven't resumed or you haven't assumed like any kind of scheduling from Kelby then.
Yeah, not yet. And last night I asked people and they were like, I don't really know. So I guess Kelby's just doing it this morning. Yeah. We're not back in routine yet either. So. Yeah.
But I know everybody you had Double F come back. Everybody sort of moved in, and now it's time to hit the road running. Correct?
Yeah. Within the next 2 days, I think everything will be back to its routine. Yeah.
So are we still going to see you at the LCS studio? Popping around doing little things, maybe providing a little bit of mentoring to the team.
I don't know if they'll need me at the LCS studio, but I'll probably pop by just because I love meeting the Riot guys and I like hanging out with Riot. Yeah. And I like hanging out with the other teams in the LCS.
Have they talked to you yet about the HotshotGG Nidalee tribute skin that I saw sit up at the top of Reddit for a while?
No, they actually haven't.
Ball's in your court, Riot, right? What would you want that to look like? It was hard for me to imagine when I saw that. I'm like, what would a HotshotGG Nidalee skin look like?
See, I didn't really get to that part yet. Yeah. All I think about are mashups of me and Nidalee and I'm starting to question that idea.
Yeah, that I mean, because it'd be like one of those pictures where they slam the two faces together, and it'd be a little questionable. Maybe it's just you, like a skin. It's literally just you throwing spears at people.
I don't know, but oh my god.
Just too much.
No, I'd have to do voiceovers and I can't voice act. Give me a break.
Are you sure? I heard that Why New Why. That seemed pretty. You hit some higher levels there.
Oh yeah, that was a once in a lifetime thing. I really felt it.
Yeah.
I became one with solo queue.
Became one with solo queue. The tribute videos had a lot of that too. So, Double Lift and I, when we were in China, we were leaving. We looked at the Reddit page, and we were thinking maybe we would host a tribute to HotshotGG tribute videos. Do you think that would be something that would be successful?
I mean, Inception was successful, so why can't this be?
Yeah, I think it's up there on the same level. You think? I mean, basically, Double Lift is Leonardo DiCaprio, so yeah, sounds about right.
Did you not see that? I think it was the commercial for iBuyPower.
Look at the sponsor plug.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Double Lift's acting skills in that commercial was just amazing.
I didn't see that. Where could I find it?
Well, I saw it on Reddit. You can definitely find it on YouTube, iBuyPower.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
They give you guys computers apparently.
Yeah, they're giving us new computers, like custom built and everything. They're like top of the line, everything. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to like say this, but they're gonna have like stuff that isn't gonna be on the market for like another month. So
giving you guys that little preview.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, now I've earned my keep with showing up here, and Kelby will be happy. So this is the kind of cool thing you get to do, is you just get to go around and talk about sponsors, basically.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So you're like retired Michael Jordan. You're gonna make more money now than you ever did before. You're gonna do all these endorsements.
I don't know about that, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Exactly. So if you could just give us an update over time on how much money you're making in relation to what you made before, I'm sure the community would really appreciate that. There's like a HotshotGG please thread. It's just like, please keep us informed on your personal financial situation. So is that something you'd be willing to do?
That's a little
too much?
A little too much. Yeah, okay. Would you be willing to do that, Travis?
I mean, I'd be willing to write the thread about you doing that if you want. Like I can cover that professionally. Anyway, moving on to the next question. I just want to say, like, this is a little corny, but you were pretty much the first like pro player that I was ever aware of way back in the day. So it was really cool seeing you play all this time. I'm looking forward to what you have beyond this, but it's kind of neat that I was able to do these interviews with you sort of at the end of your main professional career. I know you still have a professional career, but really wanted to say thanks. Do you have any plugs or shout-outs you want to say at the end of this? So all the people that did all the HotshotGG tribute videos, wrote threads, talked about how they were crying because you were their god or something.
Yeah, shout-outs and thanks to like the fans. You've been awesome pretty much the whole time CLG's been going on and the whole time I've been playing. So thank you very much. You guys have like popped in when I've needed you, and I really appreciate it. And shout outs to the sponsors, XMG, Razer, Azubu, and Yellow Buff. And that
wonderful computer company. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much for the interview. Best of luck in your future, Hotshot. Looking forward to seeing who retires next. That's what you've done. You've created this exciting, like, who's the next guy. I know you haven't completely retired. Either way, we're going to wrap up this interview because I could just go on forever about my good buddy HotshotGG, and his eyes are blinding because of the harsh Southern California sun. For everyone, this is Travis at the CLG house. We're about 2 weeks out before the second split of the LCS. You can check out the rest of our coverage at GameSpot.com/esports and GameSpot.com/LCS.